Hello, algebra students. This lesson's on how to solve one- and two-step equations. Now, whenever we solve an equation, our goal, we have one goal, and that is to get the variable by itself. Now, generally, the step one, would be basically to simplify both sides of the equation. Okay? And when we simplify, part A of that is to distribute, and part B of that is to combine like terms. Now, once that's all done, what we do is we basically move all the variables to the left and then we move all the constants to the right. And this is when we undo addition or subtraction. Okay? Well, once we do that, then the last step is basically to undo any multiplication or division. Okay? So, when we look at, example 1, I have x all on one side by itself. Or not by itself, but I have to get rid of the negative 15. How do I undo subtraction? Using addition. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add 15 to the left side. Whatever I do to the left side, I have to do to the right side. So when I do that, these 15s add up to 0. So I get x on the left side. 32 plus 15 is 47 on the right side. So the value of the variable that makes this equation true is 47. Now in example 2, in order to get x by itself, I have to get rid of this 4. What is 4 linked to x by? Addition. How do I undo addition? With subtraction. Now if I subtract 4 from the left side, I'm going to have to subtract 4 from the right side. These 4's eliminate and become 0, and I get x equals negative 9 minus 4 is negative 13. Make sure you keep track of all of your signs. In example 3, now I have negative 2x on the left side equals negative 36. What is this negative 2 linked to x by? It's linked by multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? Using division. Now when you look at this, negative 2 divided by negative 2, they cancel out and become 1, and 1 times x is just going to give me x. And again, what I do to one side, I have to do to the other side. Negative 36 divided by negative 2 gives you 18. Now, x and 5 are linked by what operation here? Division. Alright, what can I do to get rid of the 5? Well, since it's linked to x by division, I'm going to multiply this side by 5, which means I multiply this by 5. What you have to understand is that gives you 5x over 5, which simplifies to x equals 4 times 5 is 20. Okay, and you should know how to check to see if your answer makes sense, because all you do is plug the value of your variable back in. Now in example 5, anytime you have a fraction times x, so we have 3/5 x, alright, equals negative 30. I think it's easy to do this in a two-step process, meaning I'm going to always get rid of my denominator first. Well, since 5 is in the denominator, if I multiply this by 5, they eliminate here. Which means I multiply this side by 5, and I end up with, I have 3x left on this side, equals negative 150. Well, now it's a real easy problem because 3 and x are linked by multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? With division. And x is equal to negative 50. Now remember up above we said anytime you have to get x by itself using two steps, we always undo addition or subtraction first. So, since this is the x term, I want all my x's on the left. Alright, and I want all my constants on the right. which means that 5 is a constant on the left that I got to move to the right side. Well, what operation is 5 linked to 2x by? Subtraction. So the inverse operation is 5, or add 5. So I go ahead and I add 5 to both sides. Now, these eliminate, and I'm left with 2x equals negative 17 plus 5 is negative 12. Now, how do I get rid of this 2? Since it's linked by multiplication, I divide, and x is equal to negative 6. Okay? Now the next example. I have all my x's on the left, but I have a constant on the left I got to move over to the right. Well, how do I get rid of this 13? Since it's negative 13, I'm going to add it to the left side, which means I add it to the right side. Notice how all my like terms align. The 13's eliminate, and I'm left with negative 4x on the left side. 15 plus 13 gives you 28. Now, how do I get rid of that negative 4? Negative 4 and x are linked by multiplication, so I undo multiplication using division, and I'm left with x equals negative 7. Remember, we always undo addition or subtraction first, then multiplication or division. And when I look here, these two terms are alike. Okay, so I'm going to combine these first. 6x minus 9x would give me negative 3x equals negative 18. So remember, in the directions it says simplify both sides of the equation. The right side is already simplified, but the left side we have to combine like terms. Now it's an easy problem because negative 3 and x are linked by multiplication. So I get rid of the negative 3 using division, and I get x is equal to 6. Now, it should give you enough examples to try the following problems on your own. Good luck. Thanks.